All right, so hello everyone. If you just tuned in, this is Csr Lense, and I have been talking to William Ofori, who is the assistant governor and also country public image chair for Rotary. We are looking at the horizons that do affect their lives, be it social, political, or legal things that do affect their lives. And then we have also gone on to look at how Rotary is supporting community activities and ensuring that they do contribute their quota to sustainable development in Ghana. At the moment, we are looking at how COVID-19 is impacting the activities of their community engagement, because from what William explained earlier, Rotary has 6 areas of focus, and they look at education, they look at maternal health, they look at other things that security, peace and security, peace, conflicts and security. They also look at other things that would help support the cause of the Sustainable Development Goals. And from his explanation, these things are well situated in the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So that is where we are with the discussion. I'm sorry, we had some bit of technical challenges. I do apologize for that, and welcome again if you just tuned in. So, William, you were talking about the impact of COVID-19 on your activities and how it has affected global activities of Rotary. I know that in June, for instance, you normally hold your RI conventions. And with the use of technology, how are you managing with some of these activities in order to help you move on with your engagements with members?
So initially, when the COVID-19 hit, a few people were very apprehensive. How are we going to have meetings? How are we going to engage? How are we going to train stakeholders? But as you know, Rotary has a lot of expertise within it, because within Rotary, a lot of business leaders and business thinkers. So quickly embrace technology across the Rotary world and use that to continue with our club meeting, as well as engage with stakeholders within the community. So whereas we couldn't, in many cases, go out into the community, dialogue is still taking place. We're doing assessment of projects and assessment of what needs to be done, so that when the scenario is over, we can actually get on the ground. But it's also helping us to also find out needs in the light of this COVID situation and be able to also address and support communities that need that. In terms of our internal activities, even within the district, we've had a set of training. 2 weeks ago, we used technology to train all the incoming leadership in the next Rotary year, and had close to 250 people participating online. And our Rotary International Convention this year will be, which we're all getting ready to go to Honolulu in Hawaii. But unfortunately, because of what is happening, this will be online. And can you imagine having maybe, I don't know how many people would attend. I mean, normally at physical conventions, you could have anything from 30 to 50,000 people physically attending. Online, I could see that going to maybe 100,000 if technology can support. So you can imagine 100,000 people in a convention online. It's going to be interesting, but we'll see how it pans out.
Great. So I know that COVID-19 is not leaving us anytime soon from the look of things. I mean, anytime countries decide to bring the economy back to life, we see the rising numbers of cases. How are you positioning yourself, especially for the district, to ensure that you embrace this new normal and ensure again that you still go ahead with community engagement? Because of course that is what Rotary is all about, that leadership development. How are you going to, moving forward, embrace this new normal and ensure that your activities do go ahead as planned, maybe for the next Rotary year?
Right. So we've already had a couple of conversations, during Rotary meetings and presentations on the new normal. Rotary per se works within communities and within countries. And I told you that we were quite early in the picture in engaging the Ghana Health Service and the Ministry of Health in supporting against the fight. The world is not sure what the direction would be. Healthcare companies, pharmaceutical companies, research laboratories are looking at what is the real scenario and what is the best way of approaching this. It could be cure, it could be treatment, it could be vaccination. And there are a dozen companies trying to develop vaccines. But I can't tell from where the country leadership within the country health facilities and the Ministry of Health, as well as Rotary in its leadership. But I know for sure that if it comes to a good partner to be able to implement some of the things in the new normal, let's say that a vaccine is developed and we have a good footprint in polio vaccination in the country, and Rotary has to partner to help with administering this. It could be a way Rotary could help. Rotary has helped in education in various ways, and water and sanitation, for instance, and hand wash and good hand hygiene are some of the things that we have championed. So if hand wash and hand hygiene is to become part of the new normal, Rotary is best positioned to partner with governments and do that. So there are very numerous ways in which we can do it and use our footprint and use our expertise to support. Again, because within each Rotary club are lots of professionals and business leaders, as well as community leaders in Rotary, and we can put our heads together to do that.
So that's just by the way, but you can, let me check if you can answer or respond to this. So looking at your, the great role you're playing in polio eradication. In fact, you are one of the biggest organizations that is spearheading the call for, championing the cause of polio eradication.
Well, we initiated the cause.
You initiated the cause. That's great. Thanks for the correction. So, have you had calls from my organization requesting for you going into vaccination on COVID-19?
I think that'll be jumping the gun. Even big governments are not sure where the direction is going. As we sit now, there is a race for a vaccine. From what we hear, the first vaccine may be hitting the first country in the world, if we are lucky and all goes well, sometime in September or October. But most of the vaccines are due to come out in early 2020, and that's accelerated because normally it takes about 2 years at least to develop a vaccine. So this is like going full speed. It would again depend on how the vaccine is being rolled out, from which company, what will it be, what will be the cost? Will that have to be subsidized? We have to look at the whole supply chain, and then which other bodies that the developers of the vaccine and the manufacturers of the vaccine will be working with. Some may go purely commercial, some may go in terms of helping the communities and helping the world. So they'll be going in partnership with other NGOs. And those big NGOs, be it maybe things like the Gates Foundation or Gavi or WHO as a World Health body, they will then partner with other stakeholders who will be able to carry it out in terms of local governments and local organizations. So Rotary embraces this and is ever ready to support, depending on how it will be rolled out in a country like that. But prior to that, we're still championing the education.
You're championing?
The education, the do's and don'ts, wear your face mask, social distance, use sanitizers, and yes.
Great. So what is your general assessment of NGO activities in Ghana especially?
Okay, so you want an honest answer, right?
Yes, a very honest answer.
Okay, some NGOs are doing great. Some NGOs are doing fantastic and they are delivering on their promise. There's some NGOs that are just on paper. And I think that, and there's some NGOs that have not managed to clearly define the space in which they want to play. There are some countries that when you register an NGO, you actually have to, on annual basis, state what your deliverables are, and at the end of the year, you file a report to actually state what you gained, what you actually achieved versus your deliverable. So whereas some are doing very great, some leave quite a bit to be desired. But I think the more important bit is to get more NGOs collaborating to give a better impact, because NGOs should not be competing against each other. They should be complementing each other. And that's why with Rotary, we like the partnership. And I think that the more NGOs can partner with each other, as well as partner with the community, and also with the government, especially with the local government, the more they'll be able to achieve in terms of that. Yeah.
Okay. So you think we are not doing much in that regard? Now, when it comes to COVID,
some are doing, wait. Some are doing great,
especially at the time when. Okay.
Some are doing great, but some are, more of the I walk alone type. And there's not much you can achieve if you walk alone. If you walk alone, you could go fast for a short period. But if you go together, you can go far.
Okay. So during the lockdown, one of the issues that came up was the fact that a lot of Ghanaians were looking up to NGOs who have been touting their support to communities to do more in terms of supporting the vulnerable within our various communities. What have you done so far during this pandemic to support COVID-19 efforts?
Well, I think that I elaborated on that, and so I actually stated that Rotary was one of the first to supply PPEs to the frontliners.
Okay.
In the health facilities, and then we also went on to put together money to buy PPEs for the COVID-19 team and also for the testing kits for Noguchi. Individual Rotary clubs also provided a lot of facilities, a lot of support for various communities and establishments in terms of Veronica wash buckets and all the soap, and washing facilities, as well as providing food, to some communities. So we worked together with the communities, found the needs, and went in. So whether it's individual Rotary clubs or Rotary as a whole, or in partnership with other organizations, we made sure that in the first 21 days, in the first 30 days, we made our footprint felt.
Okay. So I just got a message from someone who says he's following from Ivory Coast. I know you mentioned the district. Ivory Coast is not part of it's not within your jurisdiction. However, how are developments in the other countries that you have presence in? I never talk about presence. I'm talking about the districts in which you are part of.
Oh, I think that all across the world, Rotarians all across the globe are supporting in different ways. Actually, if you go onto the Rotary website, that is www.rotary.org, the first thing you see is what Rotary is doing to support COVID-19. It even comes before telling you what Rotary is about. And actually, I just picked up today, on one of the sites about what Rotarians in Kenya are doing, for instance. So on that site, you will find what Rotarians from Philippines to places in the United States, from Ghana to places in India are doing to support the current scenario.
Okay. All right, William. So thank you. You have taken us through quite a lot of things and what Rotary is doing, especially in these difficult times. And we hope that individuals who are members will continue to support their communities and understand what your focus and your areas attention in particular is. Now, as we wrap up, if somebody wants to be part of Rotary or basically wants to know about Rotary, what are the steps they need to follow?
Great. I was hoping you would come there. So the first thing is that
if I want to be part
So the first thing is that you should have within you. Good. The first thing is that you should have within you the desire to say that you're committed to service above self. That's number one. You're prepared to serve. Number two is that you need a bit of your time, a bit of your money, a bit of your expertise. It doesn't necessarily have to be your own money, but you can help raise money towards the cause. And then a bit of your expertise, and as much as possible, your participation. So we have 51 Rotary clubs in various localities, and they're all on social media. They have Facebook pages, they have Instagram pages. You can either message somebody in Rotary and then let the person introduce you to Rotary, or visit a Rotary meeting. There's an app that you can find where every Rotary club meets everywhere in the world. But again, you're introduced by a Rotarian. Make sure that you understand what Rotary does, its objective, its commitment, and you can make time to attend Rotary meetings. But not only the meetings, but more important, make time to participate in the community project. And then you'll visit a couple of meetings, and then you're taken through orientation and training. And like I said, Rotary it's not a secret organization, so it's open. You can walk into any Rotary meeting. In fact, whether you're a Rotarian or non-Rotarian, you can walk into any Rotary meeting and observe. And then if you're interested in becoming a member, you'll be taken through the training norms, understanding Rotary, the rules and regulations of Rotary, and then make sure that you can pay your little dues and then commit to. But the good thing is that for those who are very busy, we are just about to form the first e-club in Ghana. So You can also join the e-club where you don't meet every week, but you meet online. You don't meet physically every week. You meet online, but maybe every fortnight, every 2 months, you will then meet physically to, to visit a project site for a project you're doing. So watch the space, but we're looking at the first 100 members in Rotary Online, Rotary Club of Ghana, coming up before June.
Oh, great. All right. So, William, thank you so much for taking us through the activities of Rotary and how you are contributing to the Sustainable Development Goals, looking at your 6 areas of focus. And we pray, and I hope that my viewers will be able to take action in their small way, be it being part of it or not being part of it, or will be able to take action in their small way. Do you have any final words for us, William?
Do you know the Rotary 4-way test?
No, I don't.
You don't. I wish everybody in Ghana could.
I think I have read it.
So, right. So we live by the 4-way. I have this behind me. Okay. So the first one is, in everything we do, the first question we ask ourselves is it the truth? Okay. The second is it fair to all concerned? And you can see it behind me, it's behind my desk every day. And the third is, would it build goodwill and better friendship? And then finally, will it be beneficial to all concerned? And we think that if all the citizenry were to live by these 4 items in the 4-way test, we can help make the world a better place. So I hope that everybody, Rotarian or non-Rotarian, will have the 4-way test.
Great. So is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? And will it be beneficial to all concerned?
To all concerned.
So that is where William and great. Thank you so much, William. And I have learned so much from you. At least look at how you are positioning your activities and ensuring that communities are given the best and supported in the best way that you can in your small way as individuals and of course as a club and as an international organization. We are grateful to your efforts towards the development of Mother Ghana. Thank you. Hopefully we'll have you back if you have any other news for us on your e-club so that we'll see how best we can be part of that.
Thank you very much, Ohnewa, and have a lovely holiday weekend.
All right, sir. So thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for your time. This is where we wrap up on Csr Lense. I want to once again apologize for the technical hitch that we encountered earlier. During our broadcast, we did have a bit of a challenge with our technology, so we cannot be perfect when it comes to some of these things. We do apologize for that, and hopefully hope that you did enjoy this particular session and on the rise and role of NGOs in sustainable development. We have talked about how Rotary as an organization is supporting sustainable development and how they are making sure that they support the communities in which they find themselves, as well as support the vulnerable during these difficult times. They've also talked about how they're going to move ahead with the new normal and how they're going to embrace technology to ensure that the activities within the communities, as well as the little things that they're doing in their small ways to support communities, do go ahead smoothly. My name is Ohnewa Brown, and this has been Csr Lense. Thank you to all those who shared your comments with me. Benjamin, yes, you sent some emojis indicating that this is lit. Thank you. Samuel Adewole, you said following the greetings to our AG right there. Thank you so much. JF Covenant, thank you for following from Ivory Coast. You said awesome following from Ivory Coast to more than before. NGOs can help in this pandemic. You're right. We did talk about that and how Rotary as an organization is also supporting the efforts of the health service as well as other stakeholders to support the efforts of the government in the fight against COVID-19. Nana Ampemdapi says, keep the education on Ohiwa Brown. I salute your guest for a comprehensive tutorial on the impact of NGOs. Many, many thanks, guys. I so much appreciate your support throughout this period. Next week, same time, we will be here. Let me add my voice to the advocacy on COVID-19 protocols. Please and please again, do ensure that you wear your face mask if you want to step up. But most importantly, do stay home if you do not have anything important to do out there. My name is Ohiniwa Brown. This is Csr Lense. Thanks for watching and see you same time next week. Bye for now.
All you gotta do is stay. I'ma need you to stay. Stand with us and stay.
Go through the hardships in your house. It is better that you live in this world. Your maker out there has purpose for you. So please stay home.
And I gotta make it home to my family. Yeah. And staying home is the only way to help me. Yeah. And you can't wash your hands if you can't just sanitize. And together is the only way we'll rise. If you wanna cough so bad, just cover up all that. Social distance, yeah. That's how you play your part. If you wanna cough so bad, just cover up all that. Social distance, yeah. That's how you play your part. Yeah. If you wanna stand with us, all you gotta do is stay home. I'ma need you to stay home. Fight with us and stay home. If you wanna stand with me, all you gotta do is stay home. I'ma need you to stay home. Stand with us and stay home. Yeah. If you wanna stand with us, all you gotta do is stay home. I'ma need you to stay home. Fight with us and stay home. If you wanna stand with me, all you gotta do is stay home. I'ma need you to stay home. Stand with us and stay home. Yeah.
Your maker out there has purpose for you. So please stay home. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Make it very easy for everybody. Because we all have our families. We have been happy staying with our families back home. But we are out here working for all the country. And then for you. So please, stay home. Don't make it difficult for us.
So make the beat go. Wig it.